हेलो एवरीवन, आई वेलकम यू ऑल इन गवर्नमेंट स्कीम सेगमेंट ऑफ लक्ष्य वेदायस। तो जैसे कि कुछ दिन पहले आपने पीएम जनधन योजना के बारे में पढ़ा था, टुडे यू आर गोइंग टू लर्न अबाउट पीएम पोषण। So फ्रॉम द नेम itself you get it that this योजना is definitely related with health. बट किसकी हेल्थ? आपकी हेल्थ, स्टूडेंट्स की हेल्थ। तो इमेजिन गोइंग टू स्कूल विदाउट ईटिंग एनीथिंग, बट अगर स्कूल में ही आपको एक न्यूट्रिशियस फूड मिल जाए, देन यू विल बी एबल टू स्टडी प्रॉपरली, यू विल बी एबल टू फोकस ऑन स्टडीज प्रॉपरली। So that's what this yojana is about. So let's get into this. PM Poshan School Meals and Stronger Future, which means स्कूल में ही आपको फूड ये योजना प्रोवाइड करती है। एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग फॉर व्हाट? स्ट्रॉन्गर फ्यूचर्स। एंड हु आर द फ्यूचर ऑफ इंडिया? इट्स ऑल ऑफ यू। So let's get into this. Pradhan Mantri Poshan Shakti Nirman Scheme. This is the name of this scheme. Poshan means nutrition, and Shakti Nirman Scheme means building. Shakti Nirman Scheme means building your strength. So before 2021, this PM Poshan was known as midday meal. Midday meal means the lunch you eat in lunchtime. Okay. So in 2021, this scheme was renamed as PM Poshan. Okay. So PM Poshan started working from 2021 and 22 to 2025 and 26, and it is still working. And under which ministry this scheme comes? So there are many ministries in India, like Ministry of Railways, Ministry of Defense. So this comes under Ministry of Education. Now, what is PM Poshan? You know it now. Pradhan Mantri Poshan Shakti Nirman Yojana, and earlier it was known as Midday Meal Scheme. What it does, provides hot cooked meals in eligible schools. That it provides hot cooked meals to for the students, to all of you. And why it was designed? To support learning through better nutrition. If you are eating nutritious food, if you are eating food which is very healthy, then you will be able to focus on your studies and concentrate on your studies properly. Now, what is the objectives of this scheme? Like, what is the lakshya of this scheme? So first is improve nutritional status of school children. Now, a lot of you students might be eating a lot of junk food. So that's why government is focusing on your nutritional status. Second, increases enrollment, attendance and retention. So बहुत सारे बच्चे जिनको स्कूल में जाना पसंद नहीं है. So if they are getting food in the school, because of that reason, at least they will come to school. That's why that is also one of the objective of this PM Poshan. Now third is reduce classroom hunger, obviously. And fourth, which is very beautiful objective, promote social equality by eating together. Whether you belong from different backgrounds, right? But if you are sitting together, eating same food, then obviously equality will be promoted. Next, who gets covered? Like uh, who gets benefited from this scheme? First, students of classes first and 8th standard. So जो भी बच्चे फर्स्ट और 8th स्टैंडर्ड के स्टूडेंट्स हैं, फर्स्ट टू 8th तक, उनको ये स्कीम बेनिफिट करती है. सेकेंड, गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स एंड गवर्नमेंट एडेड स्कूल्स. सो जो भी गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स के बच्चे हैं और गवर्नमेंट एडेड मीन्स जो गवर्नमेंट कुछ स्कूल्स को फंड्स प्रोवाइड करती है. इफ़ यू आर फ्रॉम दैट स्कूल और इफ़ यू आर फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट स्कूल, देन you will definitely get benefited from this scheme. But if you're from private school, then you will not get benefited from this scheme. Third, स्पेशल ट्रेनिंग सेंटर्स अंडर समग्र शिक्षा. तो समग्र शिक्षा के बहुत सारे स्पेशल ट्रेनिंग सेंटर्स हैं. तो वहाँ के जो बच्चे हैं उनको भी पीएम पोषण से फूड प्रोवाइड होता है. एंड हाउ मेनी स्टूडेंट्स गेट कवर्ड? 11.8 crore. 11.8 crore children are getting covered by this PM Poshan. That's a big number, and that shows how important this scheme is. Now, how PM Poshan works? First, providing hot cooked meals all on all school working days, means Monday to Saturday. Second, nutrition gardens or Poshan Vatikas in schools. कि वो आपको help करते to make gardens in the schools, and they also provide Poshan Vatikas. Poshan Vatikas means, Poshan means healthy, Vatikas means sapling or plants. तो आपको बहुत सारे vegetables की वो saplings और plants provide करते which schools will definitely plant them in these nutrition gardens. Third, community participation and social audit. कि जो लोकल लोग हैं, लाइक फार्मर्स, लोकल फार्मर्स और टीचर्स, वो भी पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे. एंड सोशल ऑडिट मीन्स दैट इज द स्कीम इज गेटिंग इम्प्लीमेंटेड प्रॉपरली और नॉट, इट इज गेटिंग चेक्ड एंड मॉनिटर्ड. नाउ नेक्स्ट, Locally sourced food and millets and Tithi Bhojan is also provided. Locally sourced food means like India is a really big country, right? So जो हम यहाँ पर खाते हैं, that's not similar of what we eat, what they eat in different states. So whatever is locally sourced food is that is provided, and millets. Now, what are millets? Like bajra, jowar, which students don't eat, but they make really healthy and tasty food. So that you will also get nutrition from millets and Tithi Bhojan. Technology for monitoring and transparency. So technology is used for monitoring if this scheme is working properly or not, and transparency, that if everyone is getting food or not, is it getting equal, if everyone is getting equal food or not, and everything will be monitored and checked. Next. Now, calories and protein per child per day. Obviously, the class 8 students, class 8 के जो बच्चे हैं, उनको ज़्यादा एनर्जी चाहिए, obviously, as compared to class 1st student. So that's why these nutritional norms are decided. कि जो प्राइमरी के बच्चे, which are classes 1st and 5th, उनको 450 calories and 12 gram proteins मिलेगा. And upper primary, which are classes 6th and 8th standard, उनको 700 calories and 20 gram protein will be provided. So obviously these meals supports energy, growth, and classroom concentration. And the balanced diet is definitely is the real learning fuel. So like a vehicle needs a fuel to work properly, to work faster. That's why you all guys need balanced diet, which is your fuel. Now, funding pattern. Obviously, if this scheme covers 11.8 crore students, then definitely it needs money and fundings. Then who gives it? It's obviously the government, but it is perfectly divided. So what is center difference between center and state? You will get to know it when in upcoming NCRT segments or upcoming polity segments of Lakshya Vidyas. Right now, just know this: center is basically government of whole India, and state is basically government of Maharashtra, government of Gujarat. It is like this divided. And what are union territories? There are small territories in India which don't need their own separate state government. So that's why center directly monitors it. Okay. So general states like Maharashtra, Gujarat, Rajasthan, etc. Uh, the funding pattern is divided in 60-40 ratio between center and states. Means 60% is given by center and 40% is given by states. Then northeastern Himalayan states. वहाँ पर 90% फंडिंग स्टेट सेंटर प्रोवाइड कर रही है एंड 10% इज गिवन बाय स्टेट. Why? Because this northeastern region or Himalayan region, that's a Himalayan region, right? That's a hilly region. तो वहाँ पर बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स आती है एंड दैट्स वाई सेंटर इज लाइक इट्स ओके, वी विल प्रोवाइड यू द fundings. Then union territories without legislature, obviously it is controlled by center, so 100% central funding is there. And yes, smooth funding is very important and essential for smooth work and smooth mills. Now let's connect our this scheme to our constitution. So first, Article 21A, which is right to education, is getting fulfilled over here. Second, Article 47, which is it's our government's duty, it is our state's duty to improve nutrition of public health. जो भी जनता है और आप सभी जो बच्चे हैं, उन सभी का जो न्यूट्रिशनल स्टेटस है वो इम्प्रूव करना is the duty of our government. Then supports SDG. Now what are SDGs? SDGs are basically sustainable डेवलपमेंटल गोल्स. लाइक आप सभी अपने क्लासरूम में गोल्स रखते कि हम क्लासरूम गंदा नहीं करेंगे, क्लासरूम अच्छे से साफ रखेंगे. सो जो नेक्स्ट स्टूडेंट्स आएंगे नेक्स्ट ईयर, सो उनको कोई दिक्कत ना आए. सेम इट इज़ सम गोल्स आर डिसाइडेड बाय द ऑल द कंट्रीज कि जो फ्यूचर जनरेशन है उनको कोई दिक्कत ना आए. सो वन ऑफ देम इज ज़ीरो हंगर, कि अभी जो हंगर के प्रॉब्लम्स है दैट शुड बिकम ज़ीरो. सेकेंड, SDG थर्ड एंड फोर्थ है health and quality education, that is also getting fulfilled by this scheme. Next, now challenges. Obviously all the schemes have their own challenges, and PM Poshan have challenges like meal quality. कभी कभी जो खाना बच्चों को दिया जाता है उसकी quality is not good, so that is the problem. Hygiene and food safety, As you can see in this kitchen, it looks very dirty. There's no hygiene, right? So that is also one of the greater challenge. Then delays in fund release, कभी-कभी कुछ problems की वजह से fund जल्दी नहीं आता है. Or weak kitchen infrastructure, which you saw here. रीजनल डिस्पैरिटीज इन इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, कभी-कभी कुछ स्कूल्स में ये स्कीम अच्छे से इम्प्लीमेंट होती है, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन मीन्स लागू होती है, बट इन सम स्कूल देयर आर सम प्रॉब्लम्स. सो रीजनल डिस्पैरिटीज मीन्स डिफरेंसेस. नाउ व्हाट आर वे फॉरवर्ड, व्हिच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. फर्स्ट, टेक मॉनिटरिंग, कि हम टेक्नोलॉजी यूज कर कर अच्छे से सब कुछ मॉनिटर करेंगे दैट इफ इट इज परफेक्टली वर्किंग और नॉट. Then stronger पोषण वाटिकास. पोषण वाटिकास मीन्स बेसिकली वेजिटेबल सैपलिंग्स, तो वो हम और स्ट्रॉन्गर देंगे, सो स्टूडेंट्स विल गेट मोर न्यूट्रिशन. ट्रेन कुक्स, ऑब्वियसली हम किसी को भी तो नहीं लगा सकते कि आप खाना बनाएं, सो ट्रेन कुक शुड बी प्रोवाइडेड. एंड फोर्टिफाइड एंड लोकल फूड्स. फोर्टिफाइड मीन्स प्रॉपरली न्यूट्रिशन जिन फूड में होगा वो फूड आपको दिया जाएगा. एंड रेगुलर सोशल ऑडिट्स की रेगुलरली आप ये जो सभी स्कीम ये जो स्कीम है वो प्रॉपरली चेक की जाएगी, प्रॉपरली मॉनिटर की जाएगी. नेक्स्ट, so we are done with our topic. Let's do a quick revision. So this PM Poshan, it was before known as midday meal. Then it was renamed as PM Poshan in 2021. It is implemented by Ministry of Education and it covers classes 1st to 8th standard. What does it includes? It includes hot cooked meals, it includes Poshan Vatikas, encourages millets in meals, and जो यूपीएससी का सिलेबस है उसमें ये टॉपिक्स दिए हुए हैं: एजुकेशन, न्यूट्रिशन, चाइल्ड वेलफेयर एंड ह्यूमन रिसोर्स डेवलपमेंट. So PM Poshan is very much connected to all these topics, and that's why a question was also asked on PM Poshan in men's examination. So that's all. We are done with our topic. I hope so you all liked it. If you have any questions, doubts, please comment down below. And yes, we will definitely meet again next time with more interesting topic. Until then, keep learning, keep growing. Thank you.